It's time for we, the people, to stand up and be heard. It's time for we, the people, to show that we are united. It's time for we, the people, to back our military in the middle of a major military campaign trying to destroy an enemy that seeks to blow us off the face of the earth. It is time that they understand, the media, that they will continue to die because we despise them. They are propagandists for the enemy. They are Al Jazeera. They are Pravda. That's who they are. But not state-run by our government, ideologically. And we're not going to put up with these phony podcasters and video podcasters who pretend that they speak for you and me. Have they consulted you? The only way you really get to hear them or see them is to pay a subscription fee, by the way. They're becoming multimillionaires off of you as they burp out their poison and their toxic chemical waste. No. They have misjudged you and me, red-blooded Americans. They don't understand what this country's all about. They don't understand our history in our 250th anniversary. They don't understand what the Revolutionary War was fought for, what the Civil War was fought for, World War I, World War II, Korea, the Vietnam War, and all the other wars and military battles, including this one, which has been so far a spectacular success. Khomeini dead in 15 hours of the campaign beginning, 40 of the top Islamo-Nazis dead, taken out within 24 hours. The skies are wide open. Their navy's been all but destroyed. The world is coalescing and uniting behind us. Even the Arab nations, even the Islamist Arab nations. The only people who are not backing the president in what we are doing, our military, the Democrats, the Marxists, the Islamists, Tucker Carlson and his cabal, woke Reich. And you know what, John Carl? You're a liar. And you know you're a liar. You know damn well when you called Tucker Carlson exactly what he was going to say, because he had already said it. He already said it online. He already said it in his pipsqueak newsletter. He already said it. He already burped it up on his podcast. You knew exactly what he was going to say. And you took that, and you're trying to use that to undermine the commander-in-chief in our military and our military campaign. You're giving aid and comfort to the enemy. You are Tucker Carlson, dressed up as a journalist. You are no better. You're trying to exploit what he and those others stand for. They have no influence in the Republican Party. It's clear they have no influence in the White House. And you know all that, and you're trying to breathe life back into him and them. For the future, as you do every damn thing you can for the Democrat Party and the left. I want the president to know that red-blooded patriotic Americans, that is, the vast majority of the American people, support what he's doing. It took a lot of guts. Not a single president before him since 1979 has been willing to truly confront this regime. We've even had presidents who have funded it, Obama and Biden. We've even had presidents who literally signed a deal to give them a pathway to a nuclear weapon. That would be Obama. Today, they would have multiple nuclear weapons on ICBMs that could reach our country that Donald Trump ripped up. The idea that Donald Trump campaigned on allowing our enemies to build nuclear weapons and threaten to wipe us off the face of the earth, that he shouldn't intervene in that he shouldn't confront that somehow that violates what MAGA stands for, is so idiotic, is so stupid. And yet they push this agenda. He's broken his campaign promises. No, he hasn't. He used the military more than any president in history. I don't know if that's true or not, but he certainly has used it very wisely, hasn't he? We didn't have any casualties in Venezuela. Unfortunately, every casualty is very sad, and it affects a family. And we don't like the fact that we lose any red-blooded Americans. But the battle against the Iranian regime, the purpose is to protect the American people, protect our armed forces, protect the homeland, help our allies, protect tens of thousands of people from being slaughtered, who've been slaughtered, and yes, retribution, to make it clear that you don't get to do this to us for half a century without any effective response. So, of course, if we lose heroes, and we lost 3, and there may be born, the president says likely so, because it's a massive military operation. It's a terrible thing. They gave their lives for a great cause. The cause is to try and ensure that it doesn't happen again, but on a massive, broader scale. We're talking about nuclear weapons. One other thing. All these precious human beings that this Iranian regime has murdered, since it stole the government in Iran, since it shot its way to power, since it slaughtered its way to power, all these precious human beings who've lost their lives, who Carlson doesn't talk about, his cabal doesn't talk about, John Carl doesn't talk about, ABC News doesn't talk, none of them talk about. As horrible as it is and was, now it's not for naught. What do I mean by that? Starting in 1979, all the way through the bombings of our embassies, the killing of our Marines, the terrorist acts, I counted 44 acts of terrorism since 1979, directly or indirectly, by this regime that has killed Americans. 44. This is also for you and the families that have suffered as a result of this regime, so no other families have to suffer. For those young people who were slaughtered at the Nova Festival on October 7th, horrendous mutilation, rape, the hostages that they took, tortured, raped, starved to death, abused, some of which were released as a result of a gun at their head by the President of the United States and the Israeli Prime Minister. This is for you too, and your families. And this is for all American families, families all over the region, apparently all over the world, now that the whole world is getting behind us. This is to ensure that these things don't happen again. And so when you read phony news reports, you got to listen to this nonsense about MAGA's upset, or this nonsense that the president violated a promise. MAGA's not upset. The president didn't violate a promise. You know what the president did? He put his hand on the Bible, left hand, his right hand in the air, and he swore allegiance to the country and the Constitution. Article 2, the president is the commander-in-chief. And what he has done is to uphold his oath, the Constitution, his office as commander-in-chief, and his promises to make America great again and to keep America great. Folks, if you enjoyed this clip and you want to watch the entire episode, I'm telling you, you're going to love it. You can go to YouTube and subscribe, or go to Rumble and follow. And by the way, tell your friends and family too. I'll see you then.